TranzPlus, we are a SME dealing in low volume, high mix precision machining. The nature of our business, because of low volume, high mix, involves a lot of small batches of production. So what it actually has a lot of high turnaround in terms of the materials, raw materials, like in-process parts or even finished goods. And all this happen between our production, our QC, as well as our warehouse. So previously, prior to the deployment, we were manually moving all these materials and parts. So with the deployment right now, is that actually helps to ease off this part of manpower usage of those because when we manually transfer all these parts and materials, typically we have our machinists or QCs, warehouse staff, or even sometimes admin and support people, and it's based on the urgency and frequency of all these requirements during the operations. So the AMR just helped us to sort of like make them focus more on their responsibilities, and so that because even though these transfers, they are of low value add in terms of operations, they are also a very critical part in our manufacturing process. So we still need to use them, and the AMR help us in that sense to replace the need of all these staff moving all the materials. In terms of our overall productivity, we see an improvement of 50 to 20%. But I think more importantly for this is our guys, our staff are able to focus on their responsibilities and their functions rather than to because of moving these parts or raw materials here and there. It takes off the time in their responsibilities and their functions. The SESTO team has been very supportive in the sense that space is a premium in our company. Because being an SME, a lot of our equipment, machineries are tightly packed, put together, and we don't have much space to cater for the those AGVs or AMRs in the market, where you need a lot of big spaces for the parking and the drop-off of the trolleys. So the SESTO team has been supportive in the sense that they can customize so that the robot can actually adapt and cater to our space limitations. So apart from that, one of the stations that we have is the production back-end station. This station is operated by our production operators, and what they do is that once they finish the products, they will send it over to the QC for inspection. So typically the operators there, they do the processes with their hands, and their hands will typically be very dirty. And we didn't want them to be calling or for the AMR using the tablet. So that's why we asked the SESTO team to design a call button for us, so that once the operator finishes his job and place the parts in the trolley, he will just press the button and the AMR will come to pick up the trolley to send over the QC. So in that way, it's also a very straightforward process for them. It's just a one-button process. In that sense, the SESTO team has been very supportive to us on that. Okay, the pandemic actually has affected a lot of businesses and industries. Being a manufacturing company, ours are not spared as well. So this comes in the form of manpower deployment. During the COVID time, because the teams were unable to have full force coming to work, and because of that, all these have actually impacted the operations somewhat. And with the implementation of the AMR, actually this has helped us to ease off some of the manpower crunches. And when we don't have this kind of manpower pressures, the system actually helped us to sort of like improve our productivity, like I mentioned earlier. So yeah, in a sense, because of that, our company is able to accept more orders, process them,